The best habit you can keep to prepare for a successful maternity leave. I'm Allison Caffrey, and I am the founder of Master Maternity Leave. I help business owning women plan the maternity leave of their dreams. And I'm really excited to really break down the best habit that I have seen women keep to plan excellent maternity leaves. I used this particular habit to build the maternity leave of my dreams during my second maternity leave with my second son. And I used this exact habit to actually write a book in about 90 days. So it's super, super simple. It is called the 90-90 principle. And what you do is you have 90 minutes of focus every single day for 90 days. That's the simplicity of it. The way that we can maximize this habit is first and foremost to make this something that is a focal point. So one area of focus. A lot of times as business owners, what we do is we buckshot things and we do 500 different things in 500 different directions. And what we end up with at the end of the year, at the end of the quarter, is a bunch of open loops. And we don't end up closing anything and really systematizing things that we work on because we're constantly just spread so thin in so many different directions. So even if you're a solopreneur, even if you are somebody who's working with a 10-person team, you may be in a position to just define what is my focus for the quarter. When I was writing the book, my number one focus for the 90-minute session that I had was to write the book. I would write for 90 minutes, not a minute over, not a minute under. I would just go for it. I wasn't editing. I wasn't doing anything like that. And it was able to produce in 28 days a book that I was super, super proud of in the first rough draft. And so what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have that super duper focused 90-minute session that really drives things forward for you. So if you're in a position where you're planning for maternity leave, a 90-minute focus session or something that you may focus on is to create operational transparency inside of your business by making sure you record your screen and that your SOPs or all the things that you're doing inside of the business are documented so that somebody else can come in and take care of it. Now, that is something that you could easily do in about 90 minutes time. Hey, I'm going to break down all the tasks that I have coming up this week or that I have happening in the previous week, and you just record your screen. And it's something that is so, so simple and elegant, but everything else tends to feel easier. So when I was writing the book, even though it felt like an extra project, I knew that my focus, my number one effort was making sure that that book was amazing and making sure that that thing got written and put out into the world. And so the rest of my day kind of felt like a downhill because I was like, oh, wow, I just did the most important thing. Now I can kind of pick my head up and relax. It poured into my family. So when I was finished up with my 90 minutes of focus every single day, I came downstairs, I ate breakfast with my family. It felt a little bit less chaotic, even though I have two little boys, 3 and under. It felt a little bit less chaotic because I was in a position where I knew that I had tackled the most important thing. So the first thing is focus. Second is try to position your 90-minute session earliest as possible during the day. I am a huge fan of early rising. At the very least, I know that just by listening and consuming lots and lots of information about circadian rhythm, it's helpful if you rise and go to sleep at the same times every day. So even if you're not waking up at 4:30 in the morning, if you're waking up at 6:30, then just make sure that that is consistent. Make sure that your alarm is going off and that you are waking up at a consistent time. Make sure that you are going to bed at a consistent time. So those things will bring lots and lots of incredible benefits to your circadian rhythm. But my opinion on our focus time is that it's just best to stack it first thing in the morning. First and foremost, you are not in a position where your day can start to run away with you and you forget to do something or you get kind of pulled in another direction and you don't end up doing the most important thing. I always say that sometimes what we do is we, crowd out the essential to tend to the urgent. And that is something that I think the 90-90 principle can do really well in developing that habit to work on our business instead of in our business. So focus, do it as early as possible in the morning. And the third is if you are collaborating with anybody, let them know what your 90-90 focus is and touch base with them after you've done that. So I did that with a coach when I was writing the book. I did that with my team when I was planning my maternity leave. And it was super, super helpful to have that kind of built-in accountability. And the great thing is if you're working with a team of, let's just say 10 plus or 30 plus folks, and you're going to go out on leave as the owner, you want to be in a position where you're sharing with them, hey, listen, I've got your back while I'm away. And you want to encourage them as well to generate their own 90-90. So on my team, I have every single person do a 90-90 focus. Hey, listen, what's this look like for me during the quarter? What is my number one thing? Where can I block 90 minutes of no meetings, time just for me to get this important work done? And it's really, really connecting my team and really generating focus and momentum in the direction that is intentional and not just kind of by default, or not just kind of, working through whatever it is that comes up in our email inbox for the day. So if this is helpful, I hope that you will share this video. I hope that you will start to consider, what exactly do I need to be doing in the 90 minutes? If you are an expecting mom who is currently running her own business and you're looking to plan an incredibly impactful maternity leave. So growing in leadership, growing your business, really spending that intentional time with your family without feeling like everything's falling apart behind the scenes, jump over to mastermaternityleave.com. I have a free planning guide. It has all the things that you need to get started, and I hope to see you inside. Take care.